So, how's it going everyone? My name is Elias, and welcome to the Dead Space Remake gameplay trailer breakdown and analysis video. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that name. So, to start with the analysis, let's take a look on the redesigned look of the Ishimura. So, compared to the 2008 variant, the remake version does look more smoother, larger, and futuristic with key elements that I've noticed so far in the footage. The bridge being a little larger compared to the original version, so there's possibility that there are new areas to explore, and as well the extra pair of wings. I think I should call the wings, I don't know, protective wings, whatever, making it even more obviously the fact that it's larger. Like, it does feel like it. So yeah, and also it does look better than the 2011 variant. Up next, we are presented with 3 areas from the first 2 chapters, in which those are the flight launch, the main area of the medical deck, in which seems that the blockade has already been dealt by Isaac, and the area leading to the zero-G therapy. With this last area, we already seen in the first developer stream that it has an additional floor that contains a locked door that can be unlocked with a specific security level permission, so to say, but there could be more to explore in the final version, so we'll see what would happen. Alright, so in this scene we can hear someone saying or calling out Isaac Clarke.
Isaac Clarke.
In which presumably that person might be Dr. Mercer or a new character, but truth to be told, it does seem to be Dr. Mercer by its tone and the way that he talks throughout the trailer, so you're going to know this later on. So also in the same scene, we can see Isaac's rig getting synced with the ship while waiting for the scanning to finish doing his thing so that he can access the final launch. But what is interesting about this is that there are 2 components of the rig that are getting lighted up. The first one being the small one inside, that it seems to be a liquid flowing to the top, in which that makes a reference to the Dead Space 1 rig design, and the outside layer being lighted up as having the same aspect like the rig design from Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3 with a holographic light. Up next, we can see Hammond and one of the crew pilots, presumably Johnston by the looks of it, going to the flight launch door, while we can hear Isaac communicating with Isaac about the ship status, like giving us a glimpse of the interaction that Isaac will have with the other characters. So for now we just got with Hammond.
What have you got, Isaac?
Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Can you handle it alone?
Fix the centrifuge. Get the fuel running.
We also get some new shots of the shuttle bay from the flight deck, a more polished version of the maintenance bay. I think that was how do I pronounce? Maintenance bay. As well, the mining bay from the mining deck, in which we can see that Isaac already launched the asteroid with a SOS beacon. And this area in particular could be the corridor leading to the morgue elevator, mostly because of the broken glass windows, in which I'm gonna leave a comparison shot of these, comparison shots of these areas with the 2008 version. And last and not least, the gravity centrifuge room, which it seems to be having 2 centrifuge arms instead of just one, so maybe we'll have to trespass both of them in order to reach the top. But yeah, I wonder how Motive is going to do this part now that we can fly in zero-G areas, so that will be interesting to see. Alright, so we also get a little montage of the unlucky crew. Yeah, apart just having the dimension of their lifetime. We can also see the design, the suit design of various personnel. For example, this security suit seems to have a full helmet, in which, yeah, it didn't help him that much against the Necromorphs, but still, those little details does make the difference in comparison with the 2008 version. So I like the direction that Motive is going with the details, like trying to make that background story of what happened in the ship. Alright, so here we can see presumably the workshop area where you encounter the plasma cutter after escaping from the slashers. And it does look like you need to grab the plasma cutter, like I'm gonna put a screenshot here so you can see the icon beaconing around the upper tool of the plasma cutter, and on the right side of the desk you can see the frame or the flashlight or whatever that component will be called. But yeah, that one is a nice reference to the Dead Space 2 moment in which Isaac has to craft the plasma cutter out of the flashlight and the tissue laser from the surgery machine, in which, yeah, he didn't got to save that patient, but hey, at least we got a weapon in that moment. So, win-win situation for us. But yeah, not only that, but it also gave me somewhat of an impression that I don't think that the plasma cutter is going to be the only weapon that we might need to craft. Like, I don't know if you get me what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if we gonna collect the weapon parts from I don't know, force gun, flamethrower, and the rest of the weapons, well, arsenal. So I don't know if those weapons are going to have the same treatment or basically just buying them out of the store, in which later on I'm going to mention, well, at the end of the video I'm going to mention some details that I haven't wrote in the script, so I just found out today after work. So let's continue with the analysis. And here, at last, we are getting some footage of the combat. Like here we can see Isaac using the plasma cutter, dismembering this poor slasher, and moments later he's getting grabbed by another slasher, so in a way we also get a glimpse of the grab animation. The blood, bacterial liquid animation, this looks a bit off in this trailer, but nevertheless, don't take it for granted that this is going to be in the final version. They still got time to polish some details. But yeah. But also in the same clip, like where Isaac completes the grab at the escaping animation, we can see that after punching the slasher, like comparison with the trilogy, when you complete the grab, like when you escape, you dismember the head of the slasher, but in this case you just punch him to disorient him. So from this detail we can see that they're also taking somewhat of a realism touch, so say, approach. But yeah, we also get in the same clip a little glimpse of the stasis, in which to be honest with you guys, I do prefer more the original, the 2008 variant compared to this one. This one feels more like an electric shot that doesn't have the same feeling, like the same animation, the same sound. But yeah, just like I've said before with the liquid blood, with the liquid animation, this also could still be a work in progress. So don't get it for granted that it's going to be in the final product. And now, now this is something that I didn't expect to see in the trailer. Like, we've seen a lot of footage and trailers and marketing concept arts and screenshots of level 3, but seeing the goddamn level 2 suit in this trailer? I mean, it's kind of funny how just after the review it just starts to float in vacuum like out of nowhere, but nevertheless it looks fantastic. And truth to be told, I do know one person that's going to be very excited about it. Like, I don't know if you're watching this video, but yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, at least for this one, Motive, could you, I don't know, do the same for the level 1 suit? Like, just a screenshot, just a little clip in a upcoming trailer. Like I want to see it. Like, yeah, you gave it, you showed us the level 2, but please show us the level 1. Well, as well, level 4, level 5, level 6. But yeah, later on I'm going to talk about the level 6 suit. But yeah, let's continue with the analysis. So after this little a little reveal of the level 2 suit, we get more shots of remake areas such as the mining processing area from Mining Deck. And here, what the hell is this? So, give me a second, just give me a moment. So, are you telling me that this is going to be the goddamn path to the ADS cannon from chapter 4? So, not only that we see the asteroids and some debris floating in space, well, in vacuum, but those cannons, yeah, they don't give me like the impression that they are friendly. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like, in the original, Hammond is working on fixing all the ADS cannon, but what if those turrets just start to shoot at you and you need to take cover, like behind the asteroids and the debris, so that you don't get hit by the cannon? Like, that would be an interesting concept, but yeah, I do love what you're doing here, that motive. And also, alright, so this next area looks like the refrigerator pad from the East Grove chambers from the hydroponics deck, but it could also be like an infected area of the tram leader system in some, presumably in some section of the UHG world or multiples, no idea. But hey, at least we got some new enemy variants to see. So in my opinion, they kinda did right with the Leaper and the Lurker design. Like, the Leaper does look almost the same as the EA Redwood or Visual Game variants, with more details, obviously. And the Lurker, well, how to put it? Let's just say that the baby was quite healthy before becoming a necrophobe. Like, it does have to have a more chubby aspect. Like, that baby was fat. And it looks like it, but overall it still looks terrifying. Like, yeah, I don't want to see the Twitcher, the Divider, the Exploder, what else, the Spitter. There are still some Necromorphs that we haven't seen yet, and it's going to be very interesting to see it for the first time. And whew, well, that first actually didn't know what hit him, so the contact beam here does seem to be more powerful. Like, it does feel from the damage that it deals on the slasher and also around him. Like, you can see the surrounding objects just getting shattered or just pushed a bit. So it does seem to have an area of effect damage, and that could work quite well against hordes of Necromorphs. Just imagine 3 or 4 of them just being together and you just use contact beam. So apart from obliterating the main target, you can also deal damage on the other Necromorphs. So yeah, quite interesting. And also got a glimpse of the flamethrower making it well, one of the slasher just suffering, like it's inside the hell. But yeah, let's hope that it's going to be something like the Dead Space variants, like basically being real useful, powerful, and being able to be using it in vacuum areas. So, like, it's the fucking 25th century, so it does need to work. In which in the original version it didn't work. Like, you're inside the vacuum area and you couldn't use it. Like, it was basically a useless weapon, so I would say. Alright, so here we got another look of our little hippity hoppity leaper, but this time, interesting, it's an enhanced one, having a more bloodier aspect compared to the regular one, and it does seem to have its skin more rotten in a way. And we also get a glimpse of Slasher with clothes, well, Slasher variants, which this could be presumably the miner suit. Yeah, the miner suit. We also get a leaper scene in the 0G area, and yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Like, this is the brute design, but I mean, in a way, it doesn't look that intimidating compared to the original variant. But there are some elements of its design that does look a bit cool, so say, like that bone spine that does resembles a bit of an alien brute, like the head of the alien brute from Dead Space 3, but it could also be a reference to some traits of the Stalkers, basically. But yeah, for this design, I'm gonna have a keen eye. Like, I want to see what attack patterns it's going to have in order to, how to say it, to damn it, to justify the changes of the body structure changes. But and also in the same clip we get another shot of the level 2 suit from its back look, which honestly it does look amazing. Like, compared to the boring version of the original, like, no offense, but it did look a bit off. But yeah, at least I'm really digging so far the level 2 and level 3 designs. Okay, so it seems that we might get also new animations for the necromorphs, like for instance this slasher that's above us. Like, I don't know, it could be some sort of a new additional death scene, or probably a different animation in case if the slasher or the necromorph spawns above Isaac and just disorientates him. Okay, so this is quite intriguing. So it seems that we are inside the primary food storage from Hydroponics Deck, where we had to fight the Leviathan boss. And as unexpected, we'll be flying as well in this area. But it's going to be interesting to see how Motive is going to adapt to the Leviathan attack patterns. Especially like, I don't know, from the looks of the drag tentacle, in which it does look nasty, with the outer layer being just the muscle instead of the goldish skin, basically, and being a little slim. But yeah, but it does kind of look that, I don't know, I could presumably say that the tentacle might try to grab Isaac and drag him to the Leviathan mouth, where it could be like an instant death scene or just damage, so to say. But yeah, it could also be that the tentacle might just do a swing attack, just as the original version. Alright, so here, this is kind of disturbing detail, to be fair, about the threat tentacle. Like, hold on, I'm gonna make this bigger. So as you can see, they are like slasher heads or necromorph heads at the tip of the tentacle, and that could mean one thing. Well, apart that the drag tentacle is made of the corruption and necromorphs' bodies, but it could also mean one thing. Like, for instance, imagine this situation that you sever the drag tentacle, and while you're getting yourself up, like getting up, just imagine that the severed part of the drag tentacle just starts to move, and then moments later you can see few necromorphs just coming out of the severed part. Like, I don't know, lurkers, slashers, dividers, whatever. So that would be quite interesting to see. Alright, so going back to the drag tentacle sequence, we can also see throughout the drag animation some shots of the red marker being inside the cargo room. And this is like another thing that I found interesting, is that in these little scenes of the cargo room we can see that the corruption is present surrounding the marker and as well being on the wall. So who knows, maybe possible, I don't know, guardians encounters in that room, additional enemies, making Isaac's job even more worse. But yeah. Also, another detail that I found is that in some instances, Like in one instance, I saw Isaac shooting at the ceiling that caused it to explode, and possibly with the explosion did some damage on the weak spot of the drag tentacle. So who knows? We can also use the environment in our advantage to stun necromorphs or maybe deal them the final blow. I don't know, but it's a nice concept. But yeah, at the end of this drag tentacle sequence, it didn't end up well for Isaac in this case. But yeah, and to sum it, like to finish off this, the final scene, we can see Isaac hearing Nicole.
Isaac, it's me. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening.
Nicole?
Doing the, I think, yeah, just hearing her talking, and Isaac being just like saying Nicole. So I do hope to see throughout the game that Isaac isn't just how to say, just being Hammond and Kendra's errand boy doing the dirty job to fix the ship for the majority of the game, which honestly the main reason that Isaac volunteered to the mission is to find Nicole. So I would love to see like a balance between these two quests, two objectives. But yeah, that remains to be seen in the final version. It's on 27th January. On January 27th, but we could also expect some new details on a possible story trailer. Like, they still haven't done that. And I think it might be during this month, or probably in the upcoming one, but who knows? Who knows? Alright, so yeah, I think I've talked too much about the trailer, so I'm gonna wrap this up. So, to sum it up, the gameplay trailer did deliver lots of interesting details, and personally, I have a feeling that that people that voiced Hammond, Dr. Mercer, and Nicole might be motive developers. Well, to be fair with Nicole's case, it did sound a bit similar to Tony Clark. So for now, the cast list of the remake hasn't been updated on websites such as imdb.com, so I'm still keeping a keen eye on those websites to see if the cast list is updated or not. But yeah, so far we only got confirmed as playing as Isaac Clarke, so I don't know if any of the voice actors from the original version might do a return, but I would love to see Peter Manson returning, playing Hammond, or Navid Neganban as Dr. Mercer, or Keith. Let me see. How can I pronounce Keith Zarabasha? I don't know. I'm just gonna say Keith, or just put it on the screen his name as Dr. Kine. And I would also love to see Tonantzin Carmelo returning, playing as Kendra. But yeah, this, I think it's too much to ask for, but they also have a private live, or maybe they had all other projects in the middle, so they couldn't, I don't know, be part of it. But yeah, but this was just the beginning, basically. There will be more stuff pending to be revealed throughout this month, and the upcoming ones, like, there are still 11 power nodes left to be upgraded in the Instagram account, The Bench, which, to say a little backstory about this account, basically, the fact that we encountered this account was thanks to the secret message that was inside the camera footage video that the QR code led, in which, don't worry, I'm gonna leave the video description, and well, I'm gonna leave in the video description the links to the Bench account and the USG Shimura camera footage video, which right now it's unlisted. But yeah, overall, solid presentation with some meh moments, especially regarding the Brood, but I'm still not calling it like as granted. They still got times, but overall, a solid trailer. Okay, so before I end the video, I have to mention about the whole collector's edition situation, so to say. So yeah, so the interested company in making this edition is called Limited Run Games, and truth to be told, I'm a bit disappointed, only because of these reasons I just found out throughout all the comments that, well, all the replies that were in the original tweet that this company made, revealing that they were going to be making the collector's edition. So the first one will be that the game version that comes with the collector's edition is going to be standard. So yeah, it's not going to be deluxe with the extra unique with the extra free, well, with the free unique suit and the 2 texture suits. In which, fun fact, like at the time that I was writing this script, I didn't know, like I had a guess that one of the unique suits was going to be an astronaut suit, and one of the texture suits, possibly, I don't know, the level 3 or level 5 suit variant with the unitologist. Like in the original, the tank suit, which is the unitologist suit, so say the level 5 variant, in this one they didn't put it in, but who knows, they might be a little surprised later on as an unlockable reward, I don't know. But for now, we only got the I mean, personally, I call it the NECA level 3 unitologist suit, because they back in that like years ago, they made a NECA toy of the level 3 suit having the unitologist textures similar to the level 5, and in this one, one of the texture suits is basically the unitologist variant, but for level 3. So that's why I'm calling it the NECA. But yeah, I'm gonna leave as well photo of what the deluxe edition is going to have. I just found out recently about it. So yeah, I'm gonna continue with the reasons. So that was the first one. The second one is that the shipping fee could be quite expensive, especially if you don't live in the United States, and yeah, could even reach up to 33% of the cost of the collector edition. So yeah, it's not that great, honestly. And the last one being the customer treatment, in which, as I mentioned before, that I've seen a lot of replies of users that bought other products from this company, and yeah, let's just say that they weren't that satisfied, so say, with the product. Well, not the product, but mostly of the time that you had to wait. So you could, I don't know, wait between 6 or 12 months or even more for you to receive the collector's edition. But yeah, at least they did said officially that they are going to deliver the game on day 1. So I don't know, a bit skeptical for the PlayStation and Xbox users, but with the PC version, it's going to be digital, so probably we just, you might, well, if you pre-order the PC version, well, if you already bought the collector edition for PC variant, you could expect the code to come to your email and just use the code on the Origin application. So yeah, it just applies on the Origin, you cannot use it on Steam, but yeah, you could give it a try. But yeah, that would be just the negative points, but there are also some positive things. So the collector's edition does contain a full-size wearable level 3 suit, in which it does have LEDs, as well as some other goodies, a steel case for you to save your physical copy of the game, mostly for PlayStation and Xbox users. And yeah, compared to the Callisto Protocol Collector's Edition, you can buy the PC variant instead of just having to choose between the PlayStation and, well, like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right, basically. But yeah, man, I never thought that this was going to be a long video, but honestly, it was worth it. So, all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Leave your thoughts about this whole stuff in the comment section, and yeah, I'll be seeing you all in the next one. So, my name is Max, and I'll be signing off. Have a good one.